Welcome to Vegas Benchwarmer Podcast. I'm Eric, he hate me 702. This is
Jeremy with a G.
We're friends that are going to talk, argue, debate, and sometimes rarely agree on sports, pro sports, Southern Nevada high school football. If you enjoy the content, or if you would like to see more of this, please like, subscribe, and let us know how we're doing in the comments. Follow us on all our social media, Twitter at LV Benchwarmers. Facebook and Instagram is Vegas Benchwarmers. And without further ado,
Put me in, coach.
what do you think about Deshaun Watson? Would you pay him more than Dak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pay him more than that.
What do you think? Okay, so what kind of contract do you think he should get? Do you think I think Mahomes is going to have the biggest factor on Deshaun Watson's contract out of all the three we're going to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I think you go Deshaun. I mean, I think a 5-year, 39, 40
Okay.
is a good place for Deshaun Watson. But I don't know if you pay him that much on that team,
What do you mean by that team?
on the Texans.
I know, but what do you mean by like is it because the team's not? First of all,
Well-
Texans, you need to fire your GM that happens to be your head coach.
What I mean, you get rid of
Not the head coach, just to check. Yeah.
you get rid of Hopkins.
That's their GM. They just need to fire the GM and let him just head coach.
But as long as he's the GM and head coach, I mean, it's going to be the same thing. I don't think you pay him that much on that team with that management in there.
Okay, but coming from that, are you going to punish Watson because he's got piece of trash management?
What,
Are you going to punish your best player and your best chance to win because you as an owner suck at putting together a management team?
But if you don't put the right players around him, I mean, he's playing with what he has, and it just is what it is.
Let's just do some revisionist history to who they had before Deshaun Watson. Let's just, they had a brother of a famous quarterback right now. What's your guys' quarterback name? Derek Carr?
Yeah,
his brother David Carr played for the
But he only
Texans.
played like, what, 6 years?
And he holds the record for the highest number of times being sacked in the NFL
Well, whose fault is
in
that?
one season.
Where's the blame lie on that?
I don't know. Doesn't Derek Carr hold the second record for?
But where's the blame lie on that?
But that's what I'm just saying.
But how does your line allow that?
In that scenario, you look at the quarterback, Matt Schwab, Brock Osweiler. You look at the quarterbacks they've had before. This is your best chance to win. And you've got to take care of him. You can't use the team where the team is at right now. Because let's be honest, they were up 24-0 on the AFC champions, soon to be Super Bowl champions, the greatest comeback team of all time, with the greatest quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, on the team. Greatest Chiefs quarterback. So you gotta give him. You gotta give him credit. I'm paying him. I feel more confident giving Deshaun Watson 6 years at $40 million than I do feel giving Dak Prescott 4 at 32.
I mean,
And it's
I'm
bad
with
because
you on that.
I'm looking up their stats. They're both 1-2 in the playoffs. They're very.
But Prescott has more weapons that he's not utilizing.
And I think that's a good way to talk about it
Whereas
because
Watson doesn't have the weapons that Prescott has.
Prescott throws for more yards than Watson does, more touchdowns, more interceptions.
But that's what you expect out of him. Look at the weapons he's got.
Yeah, the touchdown to interception ratio is very comparable. Yeah, I think, but again, he had DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is way better than Amari
Yeah, but who
Cooper.
else did they have?
They got J.J. Watt, they had Davian Clowney.
J.J. Watt's defense, isn't he?
Yeah, but their defense is so good that at one point in time,
We're
you only
talking about the weapons for the quarterback.
yeah, that's true.
So who else did they really have?
I don't know. Maybe it's Dallas Cowboy fans that the reason why I really don't want to pay Dak Prescott. Because now that I look at their stats, I have no clue why I'm more comfortable with Deshaun Watson.
I'm more comfortable giving Watson the money than Prescott.
I think
Prescott has all the weapons to be successful, and he's not.
I agree with you there.
Watson had one extremely good weapon.
Yes.
And then the team got rid of him.
Yeah. And they bring in Brandon
And
Cooks.
they're similar.
Yeah.
They're not far apart.
No, they're not far apart of their play style at all. You're right. You're 100% right. I also think but the Texans have a coach that is using Watson's strengths where Dallas is not, and they have not yet.
But Watson's done more with less.
Has he though?
How many weapons Dak had last year?
Oh, you're right. You're 100% right. He has done more with less. They've done equally about the same, but has less. Yeah.
But he's got less weapons around him than Dak.
Yeah. And he also did it a lot quicker, yeah. So where Dak is regressing.
So I mean, I feel more comfortable giving Watson the money over Dak.
Where Dak is regressing. Dak went 13-3, 9-7, 10-6, 8-8. Where Deshaun Watson is going, he made the playoffs the last 2 years. So yeah, I feel more comfortable giving. So we agree on that. Deshaun, 6 years, $40 million. Do you think they need to do it now? He's still got a year left, and then a 5th-year option after that. Or do you think that?
I think you start negotiating now. I think you get ahead of the game.
I definitely think right now they should negotiate with him because you don't want him to go off and happen to win something.
Right.
And get into Joe Flacco's position where you have to pay him. That's another.
But I think you start negotiating now and don't wait. Don't
I think you try to lock him up right now. I think you do what the Chiefs did and try to lock him up.
Yeah. 5 or 6 year contract.
Yeah, I think you do. So, okay, so we agree on Deshaun Watson. Basically, lock him up now. He's worth the money.
Yeah.
But they need to surround him with better talent.
They need to get him more weapons. And I don't know if David Johnson is
Well, look, this is the only thing.
I don't know if that was the right choice.
Trading DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson was not the right choice.
I may have just went and signed Marshawn Lynch again.
Trading DeAndre Hopkins is not the right choice, but getting David Johnson was a good choice because they're better when they have a running game.
Yeah,
just the trade was bad.
But does Johnson have what he used to have?
Even if he doesn't, it's a low risk, high reward. They can trade him.
But he hasn't played to an extremely high level.
Yeah, for 2 years.
In the past,
for 2 years.
Several years.
Yeah,
so.
You're 100% right. But again, I think if they would have got, say the Cardinals cut him and they bring him in on a waiver wire pickup, that wouldn't have looked as bad. It's the DeAndre Hopkins trading for him.
It made it look terrible.
Made it look fucking dumb.
Absolutely terrible.
Again, Texans, fire your GM, which happens to be your head coach, but don't fire him as the head coach, just as the GM.